Alright everyone, welcome back to another Game Vault video, as always on Cat Beefy. This is the Game Vault. We're going to talk about Bioware's newest game, Dragon Age the Veilguard, which is coming out shortly and is going to be the next huge AAA, triple F failure. Let's cue the music and we'll get right to it. Alright, so it looks like as mounting evidence points to poor sales, Bioware partners with NVIDIA to give Dragon Age the Veilguard away for free. This is kind of interesting because this is a little deceptive, as it will artificially bolster the number of players for the game if they're getting it for free, obviously. A lot of people will get this game for free, and you know what, if you use the product, and we'll talk about the GeForce and all that in a minute. If you use that, then you may as well do this if you want to, if it's time to renew or it's going to be up for renewal soon or whatever, or you've been thinking about it. It's a free game. I mean, why not, right? I have PlayStation Plus, and I put a lot of games in my library that I never have any intention of playing. Why do I do it? They're offered to me for free. They don't take up any space anywhere. They don't do any harm being in there. And you never know. I might have somebody over that wants to try one of them out, I recently moved in with my girlfriend and her son's younger, and he enjoys a lot of the games that I downloaded that I never intended to play because they were a little on the quote-unquote kiddie side for me and my tastes, but he loves them. So, hey, it's a win-win, right? Anyway, NVIDIA announced it partnered with Bioware and EA to give Dragon Age the Veilguard away for free with the purchase of a GeForce Now Ultimate Bundle, as evidence grows that the game is not selling well. And we talked about that recently, how the game is not doing too well in pre-sales and all that. And of course the haters came out, it's just now in pre-sales and you guys have to, why does that matter now? And yeah, whatever guys, shut up. On its blog, NVIDIA shared, fight for Thetis' future at ultimate quality this fall, as new and existing members who purchase 6 months of GeForce Now Ultimate can get Bioware and EA's epic RPG Dragon Age the Veilguard for free when it releases on October 31st. Now, the GeForce Now Ultimate Bundle costs $100. That's for 6 months. And along with Dragon Age the Veilguard, it includes a GeForce RTX 4080 rig, RTX On, and access to RTX 4080 servers up to 4K resolution and 120 FPS, no ads, and an 8-hour session length. The bundle is only available to purchase through October 30th, so there you have it, right before the game releases. And here it shows you the different packages they have. They do have a $50 bundle, and then they have the $100 bundle. I guess you can do it monthly or, for half a year. It's always good to do these things half a year if you can. But quite the difference there, right? 6-hour sessions to 8 hours. Boom, okay. Anyway, this bundle announcement comes in the wake. I've never really considered using this. Does anybody out here use this? And if they do, how effective is it? Is it worthwhile? I've got a computer, obviously, that I make my videos on, but this computer is not designed for gaming, right? It's designed for making videos and all that. So it doesn't have the top-of-the-line video card and all that kind of stuff and everything needed to run these modern games at high settings. It has mediocre settings. It's great for what I do. Works perfect for that. And I'll even push it a little bit over the top sometimes, just making videos. So, I could already use some upgrades in it. But let me know if you use this down below and if it's something that's worth checking out, because I wouldn't mind checking it out. Anyway, the bundle announcement comes in the wake of a number of metrics indicating that the game's pre-order sales are not doing well and interest in the game is low. Stuttering Craig, the host and owner of the Side Scrollers podcast on YouTube, revealed information from his retail insider that the game had only received a total of 2,000 pre-orders between Xbox and PlayStation 5. He wrote, between both the gold and standard editions in their 800 plus stores, they have just under 2,000 pre-orders. Woo! 1,552 for the PS5, 405 for the Xbox, putting it at 1,957 exactly. Man, that's a little over 2 per store. That is really not that good. Anyway, it's an increase from the 1069 that Stuttering Craig reported had been pre-ordered back in September. So, there's that. There's almost double in the last month, which is as the game gets closer, that's probably more accurate and all that, but still not doing that great. Retail Insider, but then again, we've also got to factor in pre-orders on PlayStation and all that digitally, right? Because there's going to be quite a few of those, I'm sure. A lot of people will pre-order digital versions of the game. Not everybody's doing, the classic physical version, and that's a discussion for another day as far as which one's better. I tend to be a digital version. And I know I'll get a lot of hate for that because, it's not the best thing to be doing for this industry, but it works for me and how I live my life. So it's kind of like, it's one of those like, I know I'm doing wrong there, but it's what I got to do for, my life. Anyway, a retail insider who manages over 900 stores also shared with that Park Place that these numbers are 3 times less than what Spike Chunsoft's Dragon Ball Sparking Zero did in the lead up to its release. The insider shared that one had about 6,000 orders on the Friday before the game released, October 4th. That was 5,500 on PlayStation and 400 on Xbox. Wow. Over on Steam, the game sits 28th place on SteamDB's most wish-listed upcoming Steam games and just inside the top 50 at 46th in top sellers. And if one looks at Google Trends, the game is being crushed by the likes of Sparking Zero and Metaphor ReFantazio. Heard quite a bit about this game. That might be actually in the running for Game of the Year, from what I hear. In fact, the game is nowhere near the peak of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League when that game released at the end of February. Huh, okay. So, what do we got here? Boom, boom. I guess. Oh, there we go. Okay, Dragon Age is in blue, Dragon Ball, and then Metaphors in yellow. And then here we have Suicide Squad, okay, and Dragon Age. This is kind of, I guess, based on their release dates and all that and how far out it was. Warner Brothers Discovery infamously had to take a $200 million impairment charge due to the game's poor performance. And yeah, they took a huge loss on that game. Suicide Squad never lived up to what they expected for it or wanted for it. Now, granted, it's a live-action hero shooter type thing based in the DC universe with Suicide Squad characters, but it was just cringy as hell. Poor character designs, woke as hell, and just absolutely a huge failure. Each seasonal release, I think it was the Joker at first, and then it was Mrs. Freeze was the second one, I believe, and now the next one's Deadshot's racially altered daughter instead of Deadshot. It's an absolute shit show, and it's just failing left and right. But anyway, what do you guys think of this? Do you think it's a smart move for them? I mean, obviously it's a smart move to give the game away a little bit. They're going to have a lot of people not playing this game. They might find some people that actually like the game, and promote it a little bit. So it might help with sales a little bit, but I think overall it's just there to pad the numbers so they can say that they got rid of more copies than they actually did, and that way they can lie to their investors about it. And at the next call, when they have to explain why their sales aren't doing so well and why the company's failing. That's my thoughts on it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to ring that bell for notifications. As always, we'll catch the beefy with the Game Vault. I will see you next time. Until then, peace.